The story begins in Takht Hazara, where a handsome young man named Dheedo Ranjha lived. He was the youngest of 8 brothers and his father's favorite. While his brothers worked the fields, Ranjha spent his days playing the flute, bansuri, a talent that captivated everyone who heard it. When his father passed away, his brothers and their jealous wives mistreated him, eventually forcing him to leave home. Carrying nothing but his flute, Ranjha wandered until he reached the banks of the Chenab river. Ranjha crossed the river into the village of Chang, the territory of the Sial clan. There, he came across a beautifully decorated boat belonging to Heer Sial, the daughter of the local chief. Exhausted, Ranjha fell asleep on her soft bed. When Heer arrived and found a stranger sleeping in her bed, she was furious. However, as Ranjha woke up and began to play his flute, her anger dissolved into instant love. Ranjha was equally mesmerized by Heer's beauty. To stay near her, Ranjha took up a job as a cowherd for Heer's father, tending to their cattle for years. The 2 lovers met in secret in the forests while the cattle grazed. Their love was pure, but it did not stay hidden for long. Heer's uncle, Kaido, was a crippled and bitter man who began spying on them. He eventually caught them together and informed Heer's father and the village elders. In the eyes of the Sials, a daughter of a noble family could never marry a lowly cowherd. To preserve the family honor, Heer was forcibly married off to Saida Khera of the village of Rangpur. Despite her protests that she was already spiritually wedded to Ranjha, heartbroken, Ranjha wandered the hills. He eventually met Baba Gorakhnath, the leader of a sect of Kanfata, ear-pierced, yogis, Attila Jogian. Ranjha renounced the world, pierced his ears, and became a jogi, ascetic, covering himself in ash and seeking spiritual truth. However, his truth was still here. He traveled to Rangpur as a wandering monk. He arrived at Heer's new home, begging for alms. Heer recognized him instantly. With the help of Saida's sister, Seti, the 2 managed to escape the village. The Khera clan pursued them, and the lovers were eventually captured and brought before a Raja. Impressed by their devotion and Ranjha's saintly appearance as a jogi, the Raja ruled in their favor. He allowed Heer to return to her home in Jhang so she could be married to Ranjha with dignity. Back in Jhang, the Sials welcomed them with open arms, pretending to agree to the wedding. However, on the morning of the marriage, the vengeful Kaido secretly poisoned Heer's wedding sweets. Laddu. As Heer fell dead from the poison, Ranjha rushed to her side. Seeing his beloved lifeless, he consumed the remaining poisoned sweets. He died beside her, proving that in death, no one could keep them apart.